which is online and available at the moment, gummies kiddies. But today we're mainly going to talk about our main products, Vita KidYZ and Immune KidYZ, along with the shortly with the gummies. So these are our three currently available kids products. So my name is Vita KidYZ. I am a clinical nutritionist and a researcher in the field of gut health, immunity, and metabolic disorders. So, first of all, I would like to start with why our children need vitamins. So, basically, vitamins are one of the most important components of a child's nutrition. They are involved in many roles, such as metabolism, tissue repair, which are all essential for growth, intellectual development, and immunity of our children. So, these days, the quality of food is increasingly being questioned. The reason why is because of the currently used fertilization process, the storage, processing of products such as cooking. All of these reduces the content of beneficial nutrients in them. Currently, and actually, these all elements unfortunately play a significant role in the quality of the nutrients globally. And why our children don't like vegetables? The answer is very simple. They are simply not satisfied with the taste of some fruits and vegetables. Like our children, like they prefer pasta, pizza, flour, and lots of carbs. So, oily sea fish is not a frequent guest in children's plate. Hence, the lack of vitamin D, iodine, and fatty acids is very prevalent in children. But as they really like consuming like processed foods, like fast foods, the children there is excess of sugar, salt, and harmful fats as a result of these um, processed foods and sweets, basically. In 70 to 80% of children, laboratory tests show deficiencies in three or more vitamins. And the lack of vitamins weakens immunity, provokes the future development of atherosclerosis, hypertension, obesity, diabetes, osteoporosis, and gout. Less than half of Russian children under 13 years of age take complex vitamins, and even less among adolescents. The most common deficiencies we see in children are iodine, calcium, iron, magnesium, and zinc. A child should eat 3 to 6 servings of vegetables, 2 to 4 servings of fresh fruit, at least 2 servings of milk and milk products, and 2 to 3 servings of meat or fish per day. Only half drink milk daily, which is a source of vitamin A, B2, and 35% of drink milk several times a week. I would like to now continue with our main product, Vita KidYZ, which is a multivitamin and mineral complex with marine algae calcium. It's for strengthening teeth and bones, for boosting the energy and strong immunity. As I mentioned, a nutritious and healthy diet plays a key role in child's learning and development. However, even if the principles of healthy eating are strictly adhered to, some problems can still arise from deficiency of the diet. We have found a solution to improve health, increase physical activity, and accelerate your child's development. Vita KidYZ is a high quality, safe complex containing healthy probiotics, vitamins, macro and micronutrients necessary for the simultaneous growth and good mood of your children. Vita KidYZ complex provides strong immunity, strong bones, good memory, concentration, and determination for your children. It's created with special attention to your little ones. According to the World Health Organization, children's normal diet do not contain enough of vitamins and minerals they need to stay healthy, especially vitamin D and calcium, which are crucial for their growth and development. Vitamin D3 in our complex is liposomal form, which helps the body absorb calcium, phosphorus, and magnesium, and also essential for healthy growth. In addition, vitamin D3 prevents the loss of calcium, which is especially important during the change from midlife to the permanent tint, as well as during the growth and development of bones, joints, and muscle mass. The being as a liposomal form is also especially important as vitamins A, D, E, and K are only soluble in fat. Vitamin K2, which is the other component of the Vita KidYZ, is responsible for blood clotting, depositing calcium in the right places in the body, such as in the bones and feet, and also prevents calcium deposit in the arteries. Vitamin C in our complex Vita KidYZ is formed of as a natural rosehip extract, which is a powerful antioxidant. As being as a natural, it has higher bioavailability, which means that the main amount of these milligrams, I'm talking about vitamin C, your body will ensure that it is fully absorbed. What I mean by high bioavailability, it is involved in the regulation of oxidative reductive processes such as inflammations, in carbohydrate metabolism, blood clotting, tissue regeneration, and increases the body's resistance against infections and reduces vascular permeability. It actively participates in immune reactions. Glycine increases brain activity, it reduces psycho-emotional stress, improves memory, and enhances attention and concentration. Furthermore, it also improves sleep and collagen for joint and bone health. Also included in our formulation, beta-carotene, which is very familiar from the carrots. It improves cognitive function, eye health, skin health, lung health, and involved in building epithelial and bone tissue. Now we're continuing with the main ingredients of our complex, which is now vitamin B1. It plays an important role in carbohydrate, protein, and fat metabolism, improves nerve impulse conduction, helps to maintain good general health, relieves fatigue, nervousness, and irritability, and has a positive effect on energy, growth, and learning ability. Vitamin B2 regulates the metabolism of fats, proteins, and carbohydrates and protects the retina, affects cell growth, facilitates oxygen absorption, and promotes the growth of healthy hair, nails, and bones. The other ingredient in this complex is vitamin B3, which is needed for hair growth and beauty, prevention of diabetes, allergies, asthma, and helps to produce energy in their cells. We are continuing with the complex of B vitamins in this complex, which is now we're continuing with vitamin B4, also referred as like choline, which helps strengthen the cell membranes, stimulates brain activity, prevents the destruction of nerve cells or neurons, which improves memory, attention, and mental health, and is involved in DNA synthesis. The other B vitamin in this complex is B5, which is essential for healthy skin. It has a dermoprotective effect and healing properties. It promotes the absorption of other vitamins and stimulates intestinal peristalsis. Vitamin B6, which is very important for the formation of antibodies, red blood cells, and neurotransmitters. It promotes brain health, reduces depression, improves vision and sleep, and hemoglobin production. Vitamin B7, which is known as a biotin, which is very important for neurological function, blood sugar stabilization, DNA stability, and the health of hair, skin, and nails, is essential for myelin shield formation and immune system strengthening. It prevents DNA damage and allergies. Vitamin B9 plays an important role in the formation of red blood cells and DNA reproduction, and it protects vision. As you can see, we have almost all the B vitamins are involved in this complex multivitamin for our kiddies. I'm not continuing with the other B vitamins, which is vitamin B12. It plays a key role in DNA synthesis, normal nervous system function, and red blood cell formation. It improves memory and energy levels. Manganese, which is a very important mineral, it essentially for the brain, nervous system, bone, and thyroid health. It regulates blood sugar, aids in wound healing, reduces inflammation, and important for the children's development as well. In selenium, boosts immunity, improves blood circulation and vision, regulates thyroid function, powerful antioxidant, and increases longevity. Zinc, it boosts immunity, improves brain function, vision support, heart health, wound healing, and for acne. Zinc also reduces the risk of developing diabetes, which is essential for children for the growth period as well. Iodine is another mineral found in this complex, which is mainly for immunity and metabolism, but also supports mental and physical activity and has antimicrobial and mucolytic action. And here is just to recap and combine all the composition of Vita KidYZ. I want to emphasize one more time. We have natural vitamin C coming from rosehip extract, vitamin D3 from liposomal, which I explained very important as it's like a fat soluble. We have vitamin K2 as menacrin 7, beta carotene, vitamin E, B complex vitamins, which are B1, B2, B3, B5, B6, B9, B7, and B12, calcium, phosphorus, magnesium, iron, aquamin F, which I will come to this a little bit later, zinc, iodine, copper, selenium, manganese, choline, glycine, and 2 strains of probiotics, which are Bifidobacterium bifidum and Propionibacterium freudensici. Vita KidYZ is available as a 60 chewable tablets. And the composition of the Vita KidYZ, when we continue, basically the 3-calcium phosphate, which is also known as a hydroxyapatite, is a mixture of like a calcium and phosphorus. The ratio of calcium and phosphorus is perfectly balanced for the body and is 2:1, which found naturally in cow's milk. Aquamin F, which I said found in our composition, is very important, which is why, because it contains calcium, magnesium, and 72 trace elements. Basically, aquamin F is a multi-mineral complex from lithotamnion algae. This is the first mineral probiotic and effective sorbent. It significantly reduces acidity, protecting the stomach walls and reducing the likelihood of polyp formation. It is an effective remedy against irritable bowel syndrome. The aquamin F is highly bioavailability, which has more than 70 compared to traditional 35%. The timely intake of minerals in the correct proportion, as in blood plasma, ensures improvement of blood condition and reduction of chronic inflammation in the skin and improves the condition of hair and nails. Aquamin has demonstrated protection of bone structure. So being this as a aquamin F coming is ensure that because of the calcium, it ensures the healthy bone and teeth development for achieving healthy bone density, muscle function, nerve function, and plays a very important role in blood clotting. And here, as I mentioned previously, we have two probiotic strains in this composition. The first one is Bifidobacterium bifidum, which is an important gut microbe. It is needed to activate the immune response and for the prevention of certain type of cancers. One genetic feature of this strain is its resistance to antibiotics. This is very important because it exhibits antagonistic activity against Enteroherea coli, as it is resistant to the antibiotics. And the probiotic Probioticbacterium frederici is a species of gram-positive bacteria isolated from Swiss cheese. Unlike most lactic acid bacteria, this bacterium primarily breaks down lipids to free form of fatty acids. These strains have the ability to produce B vitamins such as B2 and B12 and suppresses the production of pro-inflammatory cytokines, which cause many diseases, and able to kill colorectal and stomach cancer cells, and prevents osteoporosis, counteracts obesity, and has anti-diabetic effects. The consumption of this bacterium modulates the gut bacteria, making it both probiotic and a probiotic simultaneously. And here, when you look at the other ingredients, as we have very broad range of wide group of vitamins and minerals, I would like to now divide them into some parts to explain you better which and where the vitamins play and minerals play a role, such as in the case of brain development and stress resilience, vitamin C, vitamin E, vitamin B3, beta carotene, B vitamins, choline, glycine, magnesium, iron, zinc, iodine, copper, selenium, and manganese. They are involved in brain function, involved improvement, and enhances a child's intellectual abilities. In the case of internal organs and body functions, vitamin C, vitamin E, vitamin D3, beta carotene, B vitamins, magnesium, iron, zinc, iodine, copper, selenium, and manganese helps maintain the metabolism necessary for normal growth of the baby. And for the circulatory system, again, we have vitamin C, vitamin E, V3, beta carotene, B vitamins, and minerals such as magnesium, iron, zinc, iodine, copper, selenium, manganese, choline, and glycine actively play a role in the circulatory system and development of the children. And for the child's bone system, we have vitamin C, V3, vitamin K2, calcium, phosphorus, magnesium, iron, iodine, manganese, zinc, and glycine are very important for the healthy bone development. Vita KidYZ is recommended for children who are fruit eaters. What I mean by that, basically, they don't like vegetables, don't like certain foods, or they prefer to avoid, so they're not getting their properly the amount of their requirements, which children which suffer from food allergies to gluten or have intolerance to lactose, cow's milk, protein. So it's very important for children with allergies. For children who exhibit symptoms of vitamin deficiencies, who frequently suffers from infectious diseases and have pathologies that prevent the absorption of substances from food and subject to additional physical or mental stress, Vita KidYZ is very important for this kind of conditions. Vita KidYZ, as I mentioned, is a comprehensive solution to many of your children's health problem, as it is our main and as you look at the ingredients I'm mentioning about, which is the most comprehensive formulation for the kids currently we have. The complete package, just to recap, gives for the children probiotics, which I mentioned. They have many roles currently, which is for immunity, for the development, for liposomal vitamins, as I mentioned, for being fat soluble, the best minerals in a delicious chewable tablet, which will strengthen the immune system, improve memory, intelligence, vision, physical endurance, as well as take care of the formation of strong faith and bonds in your children. Now, I would like to move on with the Immune KidYZ, which is a super omega-3 with vitamins E and D. So, we mentioned previously like children are lacking, but what I mean by also hunger, like some of our children are not really eaters, and basically we think that sometimes eating less may be okay, but unfortunately, if you in a chronic way, in the long term, the lack of vitamins and minerals necessary for the growth and development of children will be in deficient. And the inconsistency in the quality of food consumed does not meet children's needs for nutrients, as I mentioned, due to the fertilizers, processes of, and the transportation of even the food is unfortunately affecting the quality of the food, which will simultaneously affect the getting the children's needs from these nutrients. At the same time, in the chronic consumption of being like with the hunger, the child may look quite well fed or even be overweight, but the diet contains an excessive amount of harmful, empty but high calorie food, as they prefer to consume like sweets or processed foods. Research shows that most children receive less than a quarter of necessary omega acids. Such deficit is considered number one problem in the modern world, along with the, of course, vitamin D deficiency. According to the article of the Union Pediatricians, prevention of vitamin D deficiency in children with food intake on average receive 150 to 250 international units of vitamin D per day. But at the same time, for growing children, the requirement is 5 to 10 times is higher. And this primarily applies to children of early and adolescence. So which shows that even with children that is consuming frequently meals, it will not going to get enough required vitamin D per day, which is, as I mentioned, it actively enrolls in the circulatory system, brain development, bone growth. So vitamin D has involved mainly all functions of the body. So why vitamin D deficiency is dangerous? As I mentioned, as it is involved in many functions in our bodies, deficiency of vitamin D will cause bone deformities such as rickets, high risk of fractures, irritability and poor appetite, developmental delay such as later begin to walk, delayed teething, and pathology of tooth enamel. And omega-3, as I mentioned, they are not really like to consuming fish or fish products, and in such case they have symptoms can be seen such as atopic dermatitis due to the disruption of the immune system, dry skin, decline in cognitive abilities such as achievement, concentration, and memory, hyperactivity, allergic reactions and diathesis, and visual impairment. Omega-3, which we all know like as like fish oil, has long been known for its unique strengthening properties. The new kids product, Immune KidYZ, retains its active valuable biological content and offers an attractive new taste for children in the form of chewable capsule. Each capsule is filled with purified omega-3 and enriched with vitamins E and D. Fish oil also is increasingly important for mental health and child's development due to the high content of polyunsaturated fatty acids such as omega-3s. Scientists have discovered that native Greenland Eskimos are not prone to heart disease due to the high omega-3 content in their food. The inhabitants of the Mediterranean countries and Japan, who include basically consume seafood as a significant part of their diet, also have a lower risk of heart disease. And omega-3, a group of polyunsaturated fatty acids, play a primary role in formation of the nervous, immune, and hormonal child systems. It corrects ontogenesis of the brain, which develops before the age of 14. It maintains the functionality of the visual apparatus in the process of bone formation, in the formation of children's immunity, in reducing the frequency of viral infections and severity of inflammatory processes. But why is it important to take omega-3? Basically, forgetting EPA, which is like as a eicosapentaenoic acid, is the most common form of fatty acids in our body, and DHL, which is a docosahexaenoic acid, to which EPA is converted when needed. DHA is a critical for the development of brain cells, nervous system, and its acceptance is related to the quality of education. APA associated with a decrease in inflammatory processes, strengthening immunity with mood regulation. DHA and EPA reduce the anxiety and synthesis of the children. So, which is best for growing and children development? EPA or DHA? They must, both has to be important for the growing and developing child. Vitamin E, which omega-3 should be taken along with antioxidants that protect pufas from oxidation and free radical damage. Therefore, in the composition of immune kidneys includes vitamin E, which helps to keep all useful properties of omega-3. In addition, consuming enough vitamin E, the child will fully develop and differ in activity and health. High levels of vitamin D, on the other hand, only in cold liver oil, which is not recommended for children due to excess vitamin A. That's why immune kidneys contains an additional vitamin D3. Vitamin D is responsible for the absorption of calcium and phosphorus. It is essential for children at an early age for the proper formation of the muscular skeleton during growth, and helps to get rid of increased nervous excitability, convulsions, and varied disorders. Ingredients in immune kidneys, such as fish oil omega-3, is obtained from the best breeds of ocean fish with a high content of unsaturated fatty acids, which are part of the body's cell membranes. I would like to emphasize in here, not all fish oils available has the best breeds of ocean fish. Sometimes they use that the liver, which are mainly detoxifies, and these are contains heavy metals. So our fish oil omega-3 is coming from the best breeds of ocean fish, which is like freely, not in a like these days they are farming or something, but these are ocean bred fish. And vitamin E is one of the most important antioxidants that protects unsaturated acids of cell membranes from oxidation. It's important in the transport of omega and fatty acids into the cells. Vitamin B3 is responsible for the absorption of calcium and phosphorus and is especially necessary for children at an early age for the proper formation of the bone skeleton. According to the article that is published in the Medical Review number 11, dated 31st of May, omega-3s, polyunsaturated fatty acids, are natural sources and significant in pediatric practice. Thanks to the increase in the provision of the child's body with omega-3 polyunsaturated fatty acids, health indicators can significantly improve. At the same time, it's important not only to change diet, but also to compensate for the lack of EPA and DHA in the diet by taking special dietary supplements containing these omega-3 polyunsaturated fatty acids. Such dietary supplements should be based on highly purified and non-allergenic omega-3 polyacid substances. As I mentioned, the highly purified and must be the best of their version. As I mentioned previously, we find the best producers of raw materials from different parts of the globe. So we collect in our products, all our products, the best and the highly recognizable substances of the raw materials from different parts of the globe. For immune kiddies, we use omega-3 Icelandic company AGENYZ, which is a world leader that has been operating since 1938. Omega-3 from lysine is a natural oil containing the highest level of polyunsaturated fatty acid. It contains EPA, DHA in a ratio of 18 to 12. Omega-3 from lysine obtained from environmentally friendly materials such as muscle tissue of a fatty fish, of small breads, and not from the liver, which I mentioned previously, because the liver collects all the and filters all the harmful materials, which ensures the purity of the product, which has omega-3 again from the lysine extracted from the horse mackerel, smelt herring mackerel. These are the type of fish not contain the most omega-3s. Amount of EPA and DHA in 4 capsules of immune kiddies will it's like a need for eating 350 grams of fish per day, such as salmon, tuna, mackerel, herring, which, considering they simply don't like the taste, smell of a fish, then our currently immune kiddies taking only 2 to 4 capsules a day will make this requirement perfectly in the healthiest way. As I mentioned, raw fish oil is not suitable for use and must be purified. And lysis fish oil undergoes a multi-stage purification process. So in here, I summarize for you. So basically, there's a raw fat. It passes from neutralization, decolorization, cooling, distillation, distillation, standardization, and you get yield a pure product. Fish fat from lysine meets the most stringent and international requirements. Production has certificates of ISO 1901 and GMP. It's perfect for the environment, which is an important factor in all aspects of activity. All production takes place in Iceland, which is a country known for its clean, untouched environment, fresh water, and clean air, which deserve for our children. The advantages of immune kiddies include made in the form of soft, chewable capsule of pink color. It's delicious raspberry flavor that kids love, also the adults love, and the highest quality fish oil capsules. The composition is enriched with vitamins E and D. Capsule contain a clear required norm of polyunsaturated fatty acid for a child, and fish oil capsules are protected from light and air, which allows you to keep its beneficial qualities for a prolonged time. So, who exactly needs immune kiddies from the children? Basically, for children who frequently is requiring these immune kiddies is for resistance to infections and strengthening the immune systems, for the development of cognitive abilities and learning abilities, to improve concentration and memory, for proper skeletal development and vision improvement, and for a good mood and relieve nervous tension, to reduce hyperactivity and impulsivity of the child. Quality and safety products for children for us in the first place. Immune kiddies is available as 60 chewable capsules, as I mentioned. And here, which I have made like a long version of this presentation previously, which is available. Now I would like to just recap like and touch a little bit like shortly on our third product and the final product in our kids series, which is a multivitamin pectin gummies. So gummies KidYZ is a pleasant taste and are easy to take. They are in chewable and very tasty with a natural orange flavor. So if your children has a problem in getting like a chewable capsules or any pills or tablets, gummies KidYZ are ideal for this. So they are available as a like a droplets. Can you see is a, like a chewable format. They have with a pleasant taste. Your kids will going to absolutely love it. And the composition of the gummies KidYZ, when you look at it, it has a very broad complex vitamins such as A, B9, B group vitamin C, inositol, K2, B6, zinc, B7, zinc, E, B12, iodine, D3, B2, which all gummies KidYZ provides a good immunity, strong bonds, excellent memory, concentration, and determination. It's designed with special attention to your children. The advantages and bioinnovation of gummies KidYZ is being its natural orange flavoring. We use pectin as a natural gelling agent. It's all vegan, so it's going to be suitable for our vegan and halal consuming children. It's non-GMO, it's gelatin-free, gluten-free, and with natural stevia extract. The gummies are recommended for children of 4 years and older for taking one gummy daily. And also, as I mentioned, adults can take it as well. You can take 2 capsules of gummies per day, and per bottle, you will get 60 pieces. It's my pleasure today to present you our 3 products of our kids series: Vita KidYZ, Immune KidYZ, and Gummies KidYZ. Thank you very much and wish you a healthy day. Thank you.